The other day we had a tennis recruit come to campus to visit, and he told me while he was looking for campus life on Rosewoman, he found my video A Day in the Life of a Rosewoman tennis player, and I thought it was pretty cool, and I really liked that, and so that gave me an excitement to come back to making vlogs. But at the same time, I know that it's been really hard to make vlogs because classes have been getting harder and harder, and I've also dedicated a lot of time to tennis, working out, which is the stuff I usually do on a daily basis. So it's been really hard finding time to do extra stuff besides all of that. But at the same time, I really want to be making these videos, so I might give it a try. The day after that, we had a match against Wabash College and against Millikan College, which was really cool. It was our first match of the season, so I decided to get some shots here and there. So I thought it could be a fun video to make, so that's what I'm doing right now. I was trying to get a lot of sleep before leaving in the morning, so I went to bed early, aiming to wake up at around 7:50, but I forgot to set up my alarm. Thankfully, I naturally woke up at 7:30, so I could have a cup of coffee, take a shower, and get some food before we left campus. We left campus at around 8:50 to go hit at an indoor facility here in town.
What if it's frozen?
Hey, isn't it you that deadlifts 405?
This is not a comparable movement. Content revolves around me. I am the content. What?
The main goal of that hit was just to get our body moving, hit some down the line shots, hit some cross courts, hit some volleys, overheads, serves, just to get the body going, and before we actually went to our final destination.
I'm feeling like me and Ryan versus the Bryan brothers, 6-0, 6-0, 6-0.
US Open final, is that it?
Yeah, I mean, like, quit playing with me. That's all I gotta say.
From there, we went to Jimmy John's to get a sandwich for everyone so we could be filled up for the match. And when we got there, we were still watching a little bit Millikan play against Wabash, which was funny because there were two guys from Brazil playing each other, one from Wabash, one from Millikan, and every time those guys would say stuff in Portuguese, everyone kept asking me, oh, what they're saying, and I kept translating them whatever they're saying, which was really funny and something really cool. Our first match was going to be against Millikan, so as soon as the match between Millikan and Wabash finished, we were able to warm up a little bit our shots, get a feel for the ball, get a feel for the place, for the courts, and I was actually feeling really good. The day before, we had a really good practice where I felt the ball amazingly well, and I was happy that carried on to the next day where we actually play matches. First match I played was 2 doubles with Owen against Millikan. That was our first match back since 5 months before that. I was really curious to see how my nerves would hold up. First game of the match, Owen got broken at deuce, which was very unfortunate, and we ended up getting the break back at 4-3, and we had some momentum there. I thought we were going to hold serve and just carrying that momentum on to the rest of the match, but Owen ended up being broken again at deuce, which was again very unfortunate, and from that point on I stopped playing well. I was playing well up until that point, and then the nerves definitely showed up, especially because I thought we had a good chance of winning the match after we broke back and we were at 4-all, and then we were broken again, and I was kind of, that situation did not do me very well, and I got really nervous, didn't serve well, didn't play well, and we lost the momentum, and we ended up losing the match 8-4. It wasn't a right match because it was our first match after 5 months without playing competitive matches, but I definitely should have been more aggressive at the net, putting away more volleys, and I'm definitely working on that, and it's already been better. I'm recording this 2 weeks after the match. Then for singles, I was playing the same guy. He was definitely way more powerful than me. He had way bigger serves, way bigger ball, forehands and backhands. So my goal was to try to drag on the rallies a little bit more, make it a little more physical. That was definitely my best shot. If I would try to overpower him, it would not have worked because he was way more powerful than me. I got broken the first game serving. He hit 3 amazing winners, and I double fouled her once, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, he was playing so well, he was returning so well that I needed to go for a little action on my serve. And I was down love 3, serving at 30-40, and I was able to hold serve there with 2 really good serves. That was really good because I got on the scoreboard, and if I hadn't got on the scoreboard at that point, he would be serving at 4-0, and I would probably have lost that set 6-0, which would be really bad. But I got on the scoreboard, it was 3-1, and I eventually got a break back by moving my return position from far back to a little closer to the baseline. Which is not what I'm most comfortable with, but I still can do it, and it worked to great effect. I was probably taking time away from him a little bit, which made him miss some shots, and he also double faulted a couple times. Maybe because of my return position, maybe he wasn't even thinking about it, he just randomly double faulted, but I'd give myself credit for breaking on that game. And then on my service game, when I was serving 4-5, I was a little too passive, and he was able to be aggressive and hit good shots and make me run and make me scramble, make me defend, and he played better there. And that was kind of the theme of the match. Then on the second set, he did the same thing. He was able to get a break early in the second set by being aggressive against my serve. I had a couple of break points at some point in the set. But he just served amazingly well. I'd give myself a lot of credit for actually being able to make way more returns as the match went on, because I moved my return position. So that was something that, watching the footage back, I was really proud of myself for actually finding a way to return a serve that I wasn't able even to, get the ball back in play. So I was really proud that I did that, and at the end, he was the better player. He was hitting better shots, and he deserved to win the match. What can I say? It was a really long day because we were playing only in 3 courts, which meant that we had to play 3 singles matches and then wait for them to be over so that we could start the next 3 singles matches. So the matches really dragged on for hours and hours, and while this made it all really exhausting, it was good because we were able to watch our teammates play way more than if we were all playing at the same time or singles matches. Then playing doubles with Ryan at 2 doubles against Wabash, I was already feeling a lot better because I had already played 2 matches, so it wasn't as strange and foreign to be competing on a tennis court once again, you know what I mean? So I definitely played a lot better. I think I served well at various different points. I had some really good points there. But at the same time, I could have been more aggressive at the net on that match as well. It was definitely a good match. We won it 8-4, but I could definitely play better than that. And of course, that's what I'm working on. Then playing singles against Wabash was kind of interesting because the guy was taller, heavier, had a big serve. So I thought once again I had to drag on the rallies and make him make mistakes before I did. Which was kind of curious because whenever I was attacking him a little bit more, he was very consistent, and whenever I was trying to be the more consistent player, he was taking initiative and winning the points. So I definitely give him a lot of credit for being able to understand what I was going for on each different part of the match and being able to adapt and play differently. I started playing really well. I was feeling the ball incredibly well. I was playing some good rallies. Winning some great points, But then I think the luck just wasn't on my side. I lost a couple of juice games, and he ended up winning the first set 6-2. And at that point, I was exhausted. Physically, not that much. I was definitely feeling my legs sore, but I was mostly mentally exhausted from a really long day. So he ended up opening up 4-0 and serving at the second set. And I broke back, held my serve, and broke back again in this amazing point that I'll show right here. It was a really good hustle, and I was really happy to win that point, break back, and I was back on serve, serving at 3-4. I was glad because even being tired, I was able to be the more consistent player there and force him to make mistakes. But then after that, I went on to serve at 3-4, and I was just way too passive. So right now, I think for my singles game is just trying to find a balance between how much I'm trying to be consistent and just play from neutral, and how much I'm trying to play at attacking positions. I definitely don't want to be playing defense because I'm not good at that. I'm not the fastest guy. I do have a good movement, but I'm not very fast. I'm good with playing from neutral. I'm good with playing consistent. I don't want to be the one defending though. So it's just a balance of trying to understand what is the right time to attack, what is the right time to play from neutral, and really trying to find a balance between these two things. Because I was definitely way too passive at the end of that match against Wabash, and he attacked me. He went to the net, and he deserved to win that set 6-3. Ended up losing 6-2, 6-3, even though it was a much closer match than the score suggests, I would say. To wrap up, I think it was a really good day, really positive with the way I played. Probably my best tennis ever. I was a little bit rusty from competition still because I hadn't played a match in like 5 months. So the nerves definitely crept in a little more. I wasn't really match tough, but I think that will come naturally to me and to our whole team as we play more matches. We're also obviously testing our lineups, especially for doubles. We are very unsure so far what this is going to be like. So it's really fun to just test all different things and see how they go, and assess and change potentially, or just keep them the way they are. I had a really good time, and I believe we can go far if we maintain the same spirit from that day. Alright, I hope to see you guys in the next video. See you.